Good evening, Cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming at you again with Marcus Music with yet another word for the day, Thursday evening edition. We give God all the praise and glory for life, health, and strength, and we thank Him for as well as it is. We'd like to say, matter of fact, I need to cut on my little keyboard here because I got something I want to say. All right. We want to thank God for the Cyber friends, all of you. You know who you are. You're out there, and we also want to pay a special recognition to the Bible study, and we are just saying that we are glad to be able to do that Bible study. Give God all the glory. And my title of this here video is Resurrection Sunday, and I know a lot of people say Easter Sunday. I did too at one time until I learned better. After I learned better, then I decided I would do better. In other words, to me, it's Resurrection Sunday. But now I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there is not a such thing as an Easter Sunday, because there is. Easter is the pagan day that was really celebrated by the Romans, and their fertility gods, all the different gods they used to serve, like Diana and all of them. And you know, we had so many of them fertility. They had for all kinds of gods. They had fertility gods. They had agricultural gods and all sun gods and every god. They worship everything except for the true and living God. So in other words, this is the one that I'm speaking of this evening, and we are saying that we are in the process, and I was going to keep it a secret and up until the date of the release of it and everything, but I've got a little project that I'm going to put together in honor of Resurrection Sunday. And I'm going to put together a little project, and I want to do something a little bit different on this particular project, but I'm not quite certain right now. I got a couple ideas in my head, but I don't want to let it out the bag just yet until I get something. I got to get a little bit more done, and then once I get that done, then I will decide whether or not I'm going to put the finishing touches on it. But I want everybody to be looking out for the project, and I'm going to make certain that I broadcast it and advertise it as best I know how. And matter of fact, it's not about the money. A lot of people are always saying that we do things for the money, but it's not about the money. It's not all about the money all the time. In other words, we need to do things for the love of it. And if any money be made, then so be it. We're not going to worry about that, though. But we're going to do this Easter project. And see, I just said it again, Easter, but resurrection. See, it takes a long time to get to learn these things, and you have to take a little while to unlearn them. In other words, Resurrection Sunday. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, we have the solar eclipse. We're looking for, that's the middle of the tetrad, and this year will not happen again in 500 years, people. And so we are looking for something very significant to happen. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. Now, don't go and say Mitty Man said anything, because Mitty Man don't know nothing. Only thing I know is they say it's supposed to be an eclipse tomorrow. And then we look for the blood moon to come right during the time of the Passover. And we're going to have the third blood moon, and then the fourth one will be at Tabernacles in September, I think around September 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that because I got to check up on it. But nevertheless, we're just saying we are going to do what thus says the Lord, people, to the best of our ability. And I want to say to all that are into the word, whether you're a teacher or you just a commentator or whatnot, but to all that are watchers on the wall, like our brother L.A. and Sister Grace Truth Teacher, brother J.T., to everybody that's doing something in the work of the ministry. And I do say in the work of the ministry, we take our hat off to you, and we honor you. We want to say God bless you. Matter of fact, continue to do just that. Because people are going to say what they want to say. A lot of people, I found out, matter of fact, I forget who that was talking. I don't know if it was Joyce Meyer. I believe it was Joyce Meyer said, no matter what you do, 20% of the people you meet not going to like you. In other words, all the people you meet, 20% of them not going to like you. So we don't worry about that. You just make certain that you're doing what thus says the Lord. You make certain that you're doing that. And once you do that, you're going to be rewarded. God is going to pay you off. And payday is coming after a while. And so with that being said, we just take our hats off to everyone that's working in the ministry, we as co-laborers. In other words, there ain't no bosses. Well, Jesus is the boss. We are just the workers. We are the co-laborers in this here gospel together, but we got to make certain that we got doing it with the right attitude and the right frame of mind and with the right motives. In other words, none is righteous. None, not one. Jesus done told us that. But it's what he does through us that makes us worthy. And that being said, Mr. Man just saying, we're going to, hopefully tonight, we're going to do a little talk on some, we're going to be talking a little bit, I think, on from the book of Joel. And for the Bible study on tonight. So, and then we've asked everybody, those of you that didn't know it, that we're supposed to have that solar eclipse on tomorrow. And they always said that a solar eclipse is a bad omen for the world. In other words, the Gentile nation. And then a lunar eclipse has always been bad news for the nation of Israel. In other words, I think that's the way they see it. But now, nevertheless, we are looking for good things to be ahead, people. I do believe that there's some good things ahead. I know what we got coming. You can't change what the Bible says. We know that there are some things that's in our future that's not going to look so good. Matter of fact, the man of sin is not going to be pretty. But we do know that we got a bright future because guess what? Our King is in the future. Jesus is coming back very soon. Very soon. And he's coming to stop them that are hurting the earth. This earth will remain forever. There will be no end of the world, people. You cannot destroy something that God created. I just wish that everybody would understand that. You cannot destroy anything. Now, man done made enough bomb to destroy all of us off it. If he really wanted to, man got enough mess to destroy the whole world population. But you think God is going to sit on his throne and allow that? Nah, not so. In other words, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, best you come out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. This is Middle Man saying peace. Look out for the project. See y'all in Bible study tonight. Those that are going to come, those that cannot make it, we understand. Peace and goodbye.